Hi, my name is Kyrie Kirkland in Fundamentals of Physics, Section 2, and my podcast today will be on boiling. The materials used in this podcast is a small pot and 1 cup of water. Now, for this podcast, I wanted to demonstrate the heat transfer and change of phase during boiling. Alright, so now that the water is starting to heat up, evaporation can now occur. Also, a change of phase occurs beneath the surface under proper conditions, and the gas that forms beneath the surface of a liquid produces bubbles. Now, these bubbles are the ones that you see when the water starts to boil and they float up to the top. Now, at temperatures below the boiling point, the vapor pressure is not great enough. So when the vapor pressure is not great enough, bubbles cannot form until that boiling point is reached. Okay, so heating the water up occurs only beneath the pot, like below the surface, but boiling cools the water down. That's what a lot of people don't know. Like boiling is a cooling process, sort of like evaporation. Now, water's at thermal equilibrium when it's at 100 degrees Celsius in atmospheric pressure. And the water in the pot is being cooled. And the cooling process is where it's being boiled as fast as it's being heated by the energy from the stove. Now, if there was no cooling process at all, then the heat coming from the stove would all that would do was just keep increasing the temperature of the water. If there was and you wouldn't see any bubbles because there would be no cooling process. Okay, now right here I put the lid on top of the pot, and by doing this it holds the water vapor inside the pot and above the water surface, and this inhibits it from boiling. And by doing this, the boiling temperature of the water is increased to more than 100 Celsius, 100 degrees Celsius.